Welcome back to our next round of sight words.
Sight words, I know them in my mind. Sight words, I can read them left to right. Sight words, there are so many I know. Sight words, they help my reading flow.
Okay, so today's sight word is that. So we are going to start by separating our paper. So remember, we leave some space for our sentence at the bottom. Then we are going to draw a line straight up to separate both halves of our paper. And then we're going to separate this out again. Okay, our sight word for today is that. If you know how to spell that, please spell it out loud right now. That. Okay, I want you to put your arms straight out. If you are in my class, you know how to use your special writing finger. If you are in Miss Bowles' class, you might not have done this yet, but it's okay. I'll explain to you how to do it. You are going to put out the hand you write with. If you write with your right hand, hold out your right hand. If you write with your left hand, hold out your left hand. You're going to put that out straight in front of you, stretch your arm out, and put your pointer finger straight out like you're pointing at something in the sky. So that what we're doing is called sky writing. You want your arm straight, so your elbow is going to be straight and you're using your whole arm to write the word. I don't want to see you move just your wrist or your finger. You're using your whole arm to spell out the word. So we're going to spell the word that. That, I'm going to write it here just so you know how to spell it. T-H-A-T. We're not writing it down yet. We're just writing it in the air. We're sky writing with our magical writing finger. So put your arm out, point your finger up in the air like you're pointing at something in the sky, and you're going to use your whole arm to spell that. Spell it with me, please. T-H-A-T. That. Okay, if you were using your whole arm to write that, I am so proud of you. Thank you so much for skywriting that with me. Okay, our word is that. Please write the word that in the first box with your very best handwriting. I'll erase mine so that I can write it with you. T-H-A-T. That. Like, look at that dog over there. Okay, now we are going to write it as small as we can. So remember, we're going to whisper this, and I'm going to see how small you can write it. Let's try and write it even smaller than we did yesterday. Remember, you're going to whisper the letters as you say the word. T-H-A-T. That. Let's see how many times we can write it. T-H-A-T. That. T-H-A-T. That. Oh, I think we can fit a few more in here. Let's try. T-H-A-T. That. Let's do one more because my hand's getting kind of tired writing this small. You're doing such a good job. T-H-A-T. Wow, look at how small you were writing the word that. Good job. Okay, now we are going to write it as big as we can. Remember, we're going to use capital letters to practice our uppercase letters when we write the word as big as we can. So let's write it, and we are going to say it loud. But remember, there might be other people in your house, so we're not yelling it. We're using our inside voice. So just like when we are talking in front of the class, we want to project our voice. So we're talking louder, but we are not yelling. Okay, capital letters. T, H, A, T. That. Ooh, I like how big you wrote it. I definitely could have made it a little bit bigger to fill up that space. But let's just write it as big as we can in capital letters. Okay. Now, we are going to write the word in our very best handwriting, and we are going to use a deep voice. So get your deep voice ready, and we are going to spell the word that. Spell it with me, please, in your very best handwriting. T-H-A-T. That. If you didn't use your very best handwriting, please erase it and write it write it again. However, if you do not have an eraser, you can cross it out and write it next to it, because I want this to be your very best handwriting. I want you to be proud to show your family how nicely you wrote the word. So just in case that you have to rewrite it, I'm going to spell it again with you. T-H-A-T. That. Okay, now we are going to write a sentence with the word that. I want you to think of your own sentence with the word that. I'm going to give you a few moments to think about it. Okay, I want you to try and write your own sentence. Even if you don't know how to spell all the words, that's okay. I really want you to try to write your own sentence. That's the purpose of writing, is for you to be able to show your own thoughts. So I want you to practice your own writing. If you are not ready to write your own sentence yet, that's okay. You can copy my sentence. But I would really like you to try to write your own sentence. Okay, so my sentence for today is, that is my house. That is my house. What do I start my sentence with? Yep, a capital letter. V, v. Ooh, this is a tricky sound. V is a TH, so I need to start with a capital T. Does my H need to be capital? Ooh, that was a tricky one. My H does not need to be capital. Even though it's the first sound, the TH make the first sound, T is the first letter of my sentence, so only the T needs to be capital. So now let me write my H, since I know it's lowercase. V, a, t. That space is. Write the word is. I-S. Is. Now write the sight word my. My. That is my. Now I want you to write our last word, house. This word is tricky, so I am going to help you spell it. H. Ow. The O-U is making the ow sound. S. S. And it has a silent E at the end. Am I done with my sentence? Nope. You guessed it. I need a period at the end of my sentence. That is my house. So if you were pointing at your house and telling your neighbor, that is my house. Remember, we're only telling people that we know what our house is. If you see someone on the side of the road and they ask you where your house is, you should not tell them where your house is. But this is a neighbor that's maybe your friend that lives nearby, and you pointed to your house and you said, that is my house. Okay, so I want you to circle the sight word that we were working on today. So read your sentence. That is my house. Now I want you to circle the sight word we were working on today that's in your sentence. That. Good job. Okay, I want you to have someone in your family take a picture of all of the hard work you did today spelling that and writing your sentence, and please have them upload it to the Teams app. If for some reason that's not working, they are more than welcome to send it on Class Dojo. Thank you so much for watching this.